Good morning from Prince Edward Island. We are docking today in Charlottetown. The ship is actually just completing its docking at this moment, so we are almost there. It's about 8:20 in the morning, and we are officially able to disembark starting at 9 a.m. So I don't know if you can see behind me, but that is the town. And I have come out to one of the top decks here on the Holland America Volendam, which is the ship that I'm on today, sailing on a 7-day Canada and New England cruise. Today is day 4. This is our third port, official port. Yesterday was the sea day. Tomorrow we go to Nova Scotia, but today we're in Charlottetown. So let me tell you what my plan is for today. This morning I have a spa appointment starting at 9:15, and then I have an excursion booked through Holland America this afternoon. Whatever I get up to today, I'll be bringing you along with me. So if you're new here and this is the first time you're watching my channel, welcome. My name is Meredith and I cruise solo, and today I am on a solo cruise on Holland America, a cruise line I've never been on before. So this is my first experience with Holland. So far it's been great. If you haven't caught my videos from the previous 3 days, go back and check those out as well if you're interested in this series. And I have 3 more ports to bring you after today as well. So looks like it's going to be a gorgeous day. Blue skies, a few clouds. It's nice and warm. I think it's only around 60 degrees Fahrenheit right now, so a very pleasant morning. I think I'm going to go grab a coffee. I believe on deck 5 there is a cafe. It's called the Explorers Cafe. They do specialty coffees, which is included in the drink package that I have. So I'm going to run down there and get a coffee and relax until it's time for my spa appointment, and that's going to get my day started. Alright, here is the Explorations Cafe. I think I said that wrong earlier. All right, I have just finished getting my massage and facial from the spa. It was very nice and relaxing. I would not say the quality of the spa is any better than on the other cruise lines that I've been on, but I did pay less than what I would normally pay on the other cruise lines, in part because I booked it ahead of time online and while we were in port, and so you do get a significant discount for that. It is only 11 o'clock now, and I don't have to be anywhere for my excursion until 1:30. It's quite warm outside, so I think I might go put a swimsuit on real quick, come up to this back pool deck area here, and spend a little time up here relaxing in the sun and reading before I have to meet for my excursion this afternoon. That's my plan. I'm gonna head back to the cabin and change and then come right back up here. I am posted up here by the pool, and I am the only one on any of these loungers, the only person, and I love it. To me, it's so relaxing. I feel at home on a ship, but I want to do some real talk with you guys right now. So let me tell you my struggles as a solo traveler, because it is amazing 90% of the time. There is that 10% that I struggle with, and one of those things that I struggle with is forcing myself to go out and do more in ports when we're in port. And that is why I always book excursions, because if I don't, I know myself and I will be tempted to stay on the ship and enjoy the ship while in port, while it's empty, because I love that part of it. I love that part of cruising. It is one of my favorite things. And so if I am repeating ports, you can bet that there's a good chance I won't get off the ship. But in new ports and ports that are not like the Caribbean and places I've never been, I'm struggling with it, because if I were with someone else who wanted to go explore and just walk around and get lost, I'd jump on it. I'd be like, yeah, let's go, let's do it, let's just go explore. But I have to be honest with you, my sense of direction is horrific. Even if I'm using Google Maps, I will get lost. And I struggle with that. And, you know, being a solo traveler, it is risky sometimes to just go out and let yourself get lost. And so I don't always do it. And most of the ports I've visited have been safe places, but the risk is always there in the back of my mind, and I have to think about it. My nature is to do the easy thing and relax and stay on the ship when I know that I have an excursion booked this afternoon, and that is exactly what I'm doing. And so I'm just putting this out there for all of you other solo travelers, or any of you watching my videos. If you ever have the question of why doesn't she get off the ship and explore more, that's your answer. I want to. I really want to. And I wish that I could motivate myself to do that. But sometimes it's really hard. I am not one of those people that lives with regrets. So what I do tell myself is, I'm young. I'm in my mid-30s. I will inevitably be back to this port again someday. The next time I come back, I'll do something totally different than I did the time before. To be fair, this is like my 15th or 16th solo cruise. I love cruising. I don't see myself stopping cruising for a long, long time. I might throw in some land trips here and there because there's places you can't get to by cruise ship. All of this, to say there are struggles with solo travel. It is not all sunshine, butterflies, and roses. There are difficult parts, and one of the difficult parts for me personally is forcing myself to get out of my comfort zone more. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you, my audience, and thank you for sticking with me and watching my videos, and I hope that I'm still bringing you very informative and valuable content, even if it is a lot of times more about the ship experience and cruising experience, and that's part of the purpose of this channel. And if you're looking for people who go out and do a whole lot of exploring on foot and get lost and walk 30,000 steps a day, it's out there, but it might just not be me. All right, I'm gonna enjoy the sunshine for a couple hours and then maybe get a little bit to eat in the buffet, and then head out for my organized excursion this afternoon. Pretty nice bus, and I got me a window seat.
And head out to the Islands Lighthouse first. Then we'll spend some time there. After that, we're going to go to the Winery and have a tasting tasting tour. And then we'll come back up again to the Prim Lighthouse on our way back. So it's a beautiful day, and we can we get about 114 inches of snow on average and about 34 inches of rain. And there's about 2,100 square miles on Prince Edward Island. We're 175 miles long from tip to tip.
So this lighthouse was built in 1876 as a 2-story, 6-bedroom home with a 4-story light tower attached. The 2 lighthouse-looking buildings you see out in the yard behind me were our range lights, which used to sit out on the steels marking the channel for the boats coming in. In 2012, they came to tear them down because they no longer needed them, as they dig it out all the time now. When you come in, you'll come into what was the porch of the home. It is the first room of our gift shop. The second room of the gift shop was a bedroom. Come back through the first room in what was the kitchen. In there is a guest book on the counter we'd love for you to sign, map on the wall to pin where you're from, a picture of our lightkeepers on the wall. We had 9 over the years, only 2 bachelors. The largest family raised here was 7 children, and that lightkeeper was here for 22 years.
our first stop on this excursion, Islands Lighthouse, and it took us about 50 minutes to get here from the port. It was a good drive. It was very scenic. There's a lot of agriculture here. Some interesting facts that I learned about the area. Their primary source of agriculture is potatoes, and so they actually export a ton of potatoes. And interestingly enough, 20% of all the potatoes that are consumed in Canada come from Prince Edward Island. Weather facts were pretty interesting too. The tour guide was very, very knowledgeable and shared so much information. I was having a hard time keeping up. The average about 75 degrees here every day in the summer, and then in the winter between 11 and 26 degrees, and they get 114 inches of snow every year, which is a lot, and then about 35 inches of rainfall, so significant precipitation. But we were fortunate to get a beautiful sunny day. It is just absolutely gorgeous here at this end of the island where we are. So I did make it up to the top of the lighthouse here, right behind me. It was really crowded in there because we have a whole bus full of people, and so everyone was kind of just in line to make it all the way up to the top. So I went up there for about 10 seconds and then turned right back around and came down. I'm gonna head back to the bus because we have 7 minutes until we need to be back. I enjoyed this. Nice first stop. So the guy basically said when we came in, drink it up as fast as you want, because the more you drink, the more we refill. So it's apparently unlimited refills of different wines for the first half hour that we're here. So interesting.
Apple, blackberry honey, black currant, and maple.
I'll do the apple as well. So we just got done at the winery. We had a tasting, which was, I think I had 4 different wines by the end of it, which they're all really tasty. Enjoyed all 4 of them. Only problem that I have with this part of the tour, and really the tour in general, is there are so many people on the bus and here at this location that it would have been 10 times more enjoyable if there had been 30 less people. There's just so many people, and you're trying to squeeze in and you couldn't hear what the guy was saying. I heard nothing about the wines, but they were all very tasty. They're all fruit based. So we had an apple blossom wine, a cranberry, a blackberry. There was all kinds of different flavored wines. They were on the sweeter side, but all really tasty. Most of them, I think, were dessert wines. It was really nice, and they were all really tasty. But this tour definitely would have been a lot better if it had just been a smaller group of people. And here, as I'm standing here saying that, another gigantic bus just pulled up to, I think, go through and do the entire thing, which is why we only had 30 minutes to do our tasting, because now there's another busload of people who have just pulled up to do the exact same thing. And now they're mowing. So I think we are heading to our final stop next, another lighthouse, and then it is back to the ship. Would I do it again? Jerry's still out. Okay, we have reached our final stop, and we are at Point Prim Lighthouse, which is the oldest lighthouse in Prince Edward Island. You can see it right behind me there. I am not going to climb this lighthouse because we only have 20 minutes here. Just wanted to kind of observe the scenery here and the overlook out onto the water. It's low tide right now, so the water is very low. You can see the water line here. It's down pretty far, so the tide is out. It is a beautiful point out here kind of at the end of the island. I think I would love to come back and like stay here for a weekend, and there's so many cute little Airbnbs around and places that are just so pretty and well kept. I mean, all of the grass is so green and it's all like freshly mowed. Everyone's home just looks so picturesque. It definitely makes sense why Anne of Green Gables was set here, and it just really fits the vibe. Everything is so green and lush and beautiful. I definitely understand why people would want to come and visit here and stay in an Airbnb. I mean, it's just so green and peaceful and calm, and the weather is perfect. It's just slight breeze, 70 something degrees, absolutely beautiful. So I'm gonna walk down here and see. They've got some signs posted up by the water with some history and information. And then this is the last stop on our tour. Information about our tour today. The cost for this excursion was $110. However, I had a $100 shore excursion credit from doing the Have It All upgrade with Holland, so I actually only paid $10. If you were to ask me if it is worth the cost of the full price, $110, no. I would say no. I would say it's worth half of that probably, but it is quite a drive, so there is transportation costs involved, and I assume that there are costs involved with the entrance fees or entrance to some of these locations. I'm not sure. And of course the cost for the wine tasting. But overall, I think that the biggest problem is that there are just too many people on this tour, and it would have been so much better if it was half the size. 10 to 15 people would have been absolutely perfect. But unfortunately, that is the way it goes when it comes to shore excursions through the cruise line. And I have noticed that is even the case too lately when you book shore excursions through Viator. I've noticed that they have been packing buses to the brim and putting 40-50 people in a bus for tours. So you know, you might be paying less, but I'll be honest and say that I don't think you're getting a different experience. You're just getting a cheaper price for the same experience and the same type of guide. But there is a really cute little restaurant over here at the edge of the cliff here. It looks really cute, and then it's just the kind of place I would love to come and stay for a weekend and go and sit and hang out and just relax and enjoy the local food and the local vibe and how quiet and peaceful it is out here. I'm gonna go take a couple of pictures, and then we are back on the bus. All right, back on the ship, back on board. I think we were the very last people to get on the ship. We are sailing away at 6 o'clock, so it's time for me to get ready for the evening for the orange party tonight. I am so excited. I have an orange dress I'll be wearing, and I have opted into the little pre-orange party pub crawl. I think that's what it's called. So looking forward to that. Getting a little bit hungry, and I might just eat at the buffet. I don't know, we'll have to see. So I'm gonna hop in the shower, get ready for the evening, and then I will catch up with you after. Okay, now I am ready. I have my orange dress on, and I am just putting sandals on, and then I will be ready to head out. There is live music happening right now in both of the main bars up on deck 5. So I'm gonna go there and check those out until I have to meet at 8:30 for the orange party pre-party pub crawl. I don't know, I probably have butchered that. I think we're gonna do 4 drinks at 4 separate bars and then end at the Crow's Nest, which is the observation lounge area on deck 9. And that is where the party will commence. And I'm very much looking forward to how the night is going to go. And yes, I am bringing a little cardigan with me. This dress is a little bit revealing. The ship is pretty warm, so I mean I would be very comfortable in just this dress, but I am gonna bring the cardigan, probably gonna wear it, and then if it gets really hot, then whatever. I am gonna head out and go up to deck 5. See
see you there.
Together with my crew, the head bartender, Sergio. My wingman, Daniel Banshee. My traffic controller, the invisible man. And of course, your host, Honey Boo Boo. Twin sister of Lance. Alright, our first drink, we call it the Wang Wang. To start your liquid encouragement and liquid energy. Wang Wang is the stronger drink than Long Island iced tea. Because Long Island is composed of vodka, gin, rum, and tequila. Sour mix and coke. That's a Long Island. But the Wang Wang is with vodka, gin, rum, tequila, bourbon, cognac, triple sec, pineapple orange juice with sprinkle of love, joy, and happiness. Does everybody have a gold drink now? Hey! Everywhere we go, people wanna know who we are.
Where it began, I can't begin to know when. I love it. Touching hands. So good. Move along, come on. You can do that. You really started to phone it in during those second ba ba bas. The first was like ba ba ba. The second was like ba ba ba.
There's more space here. More space here. You can bring it out to take a video. This is the best. Bar hoppers, are you ready? Yeah! I said, are you ready? Yeah! In 3, 2, 1, go!
Yep.
Are you ready? Yeah! Gonna play the battle of the sexiest. Alright? Who run the world? Girls! Who run the world? Girls! Who run this mama one? Girls! Sparta! One more! Sparta!
Oh my goodness.
All the ladies inside, get the ladies inside. Let's make sure you have a
Okay, girls on one side now?
Yeah.
25 ladies. 25 ladies. All hoppers! I need megaphone now.
Good evening. So as you saw, wow, the orange party and the pre-party pub crawl thing that I cannot for the life of me remember the name of. Shout out to Holland America for being able to run a seriously awesome bar crawl. That was so much fun. And shout out Lance, leading the whole thing, getting the crowd riled up. I mean, wow. I had so much fun tonight. The whole crowd had so much fun. Everyone came together of all ages. I don't know if it was apparent in my videos, but they, at the beginning of the whole thing, they identified the oldest person of the group and the youngest person of the group. So we had an 80-year-old woman who was our leader for the night, and she was awesome, leading the charge the whole time. And then we also had a 22-year-old guy, and he was not the only 22-year-old there. We actually had a pretty good crowd of younger folks in the group in the mix tonight. Really encourage you to do Holland America and sign up for the pub crawl because it was a blast. I met so many people, had so many good conversations. We all had an amazing time. Everyone was videoing and filming, so I got a lot of it on camera, and I hope that whatever I have put into this video was enough to convince you to do Holland America cruise and do the orange party bar hop. I think it is actually, now that it's, yeah, bar hop. So much fun. What a good time. The whole ship was alive. It really was amazing. But enough about that. You already seen everything that I got up to tonight, and I am tired. Although this video is coming out many weeks after I actually went on the cruise, if you're interested in following me along live as I'm actually on the cruise, go follow me on Instagram because I show you exactly what I get up to real time. Lots of pictures, lots of cool things. So thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. I appreciate you. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and consider subscribing to my channel because this is one of many videos that I will be bringing you as a solo traveler, a solo cruiser, and I have lots more solo cruises planned all over the world. Thank you so much for watching, and happy cruising.